Welcome to the Shepherd Bible Adventures. Today's story, a daring rescue. Abram saves Lot. After a great battle, 4 victorious Canaanite kings looted the city of Sodom. Lot, Abraham's nephew, who lived in Sodom, was captured. A man who had witnessed everything escaped to find Abram, who was residing near the great trees of Mamre the Amorite. "Abram, I bring terrible news. Your nephew Lot has been taken captive by King Chedorlaomer and his allies after they defeated the king of Sodom and the others." Upon hearing this, Abram knew he had to rescue his nephew Lot. Wasting no time, Abram then rallied his men and set out on a daring mission to rescue his nephew. At nightfall, they arrived at the enemy camp. Abram, with great wisdom, devised a strategic plan, dividing his men for a surprise attack. The ambush caught the 4 kings and their forces completely off guard. The 4 kings tried to escape, but Abram and his men relentlessly pursued them all the way to Hobah, north of Damascus, where the kings were finally defeated. After freeing the captives of Sodom and recovering their possessions, Abram was met by the king of Sodom and the mysterious priest king, Melchizedek. Recognizing Abram as a special and godly man, Melchizedek blessed Abram. In return, Abram gave Melchizedek a 10th of what he owned. The king of Sodom, hoping to win Abram's favor, offered Abram all the recovered possessions in exchange for the return of his people. But Abram, a man of integrity, refused the king of Sodom's offer, saying, "I have sworn to the Lord, God Most High, that I will accept nothing, so that you may never be able to say, 'I made Abram rich.'" That same night, after the daring rescue, Abram rested in his tent when the Lord appeared to him, saying, "Do not be afraid, Abram, for I am your shield and your great reward." Concerned about his future, Abram asked the Lord, "My Lord, what can you give me? I remain childless, and the inheritance of my household will fall upon my servant, Eliezer of Damascus." The Lord replied, "No, this man will not be your heir. You will have a son, your very own flesh and blood." Then God led Abram outside his tent and said, "Look at the night sky and count the stars. If they can be counted, so too can your descendants be. I brought you out of Ur of the Chaldeans to give you this land, and it will belong to your descendants." To affirm the Lord's promise, Abram asked, "But Lord, how will I know that it will be so?" The Lord commanded Abram to prepare a special sacrifice, and that night, a blazing torch passed between pieces of the offering. Through this, God made a covenant with Abram, promising Abram that his descendants would inherit all of Canaan. Filled with gratitude, Abram thanked the Lord for his promise and returned to his tent. For more Bible stories, check out our channel, @The Shepherd.